Hey everybody, I'm Lily Mae, creator of the Glambitious brand, and welcome to the 2026 Women to Watch virtual panel where I interview dynamic women around the country. You've seen Miss Lisa Stringer Bailey on many of our live streams and broadcasts, and I'm excited to have her back today. She shares a lot of great insights as it relates to entrepreneurship, finances, faith, and things of that nature. So, the first question I have for you, Lisa, what internal belief did you have to let go of to grow to your next level in business?
What is okay? What internal belief did I have to let go of? I think the number one thing that I had to let go of was fear. Fear and confidence in myself. I grew up thinking that children or women or anybody with an opinion was to be heard and not seen, right? And so I've always was afraid to speak up about things that I had an opinion about. And then as I grew older, to understand that God had a purpose for me, God had a message for me to share. So I had to get over that fear of speaking, that fear
Mhm.
of letting people know what I thought, what I've learned, what I've experienced, and to share it, to give a testimony of it. So I think fear would be the biggest thing.
Yeah, and I definitely think as women, we internalize a lot of fears, or maybe people in general. We internalize a lot of fears about what we can do, what we can't do, how we should show up, how we shouldn't show up. There's so many different ways that society tells us we need to be. Like we should be quiet, not heard. We shouldn't be big personalities. We shouldn't dress too fancy. We shouldn't show too much skin. There's just so many
Yes,
things that people are constantly feeding young girls, teenagers, and women, adult women, like as far as how we're supposed to be and who we're supposed
right.
to be. And I think it's so
Exactly.
important to release the fear and be yourself and show up with your voice and share what you have to say and be confident, that God created you to do big things. How did you
Absolutely.
position your brand so that people see you as an expert and not just another entrepreneur?
How did I position my brand? Um, Instead of one of the when I first got started as an entrepreneur, I normally spoke about my business. I would say my business name all the time, Triple M, Money Management Matters, and I would try to really push the insurance piece on people. But as I went along in my business, and I found that people don't really care about the business. They know they need the service, but they want to know about you. They want to know about Lisa. So I started marketing myself and branding myself as Lisa Stringer Bailey, my personality, my integrity, again, my confidence, the what I've been through as far as what got me to the business as a purpose, not just as a business for making money. No, it's a purpose. It's a passion that I have. And so I really started talking more about that part of my business, of my journey, so that people could relate. I want people to relate to the person, to know that I've been there, I've done that, I've been through some things. And now what I'm trying to do is share it, share more of my journey, so that if someone else is going through the same thing, they, that I can help them, that I can give them hope, that I can show them where I came from to where I am now. So
Mhm.
really branding myself and letting people know about Lisa, not really the business.
Yeah, I think that's great because people do business with people they like, they
Yes,
know, and they trust. And I
yes.
think, when someone feels like they can trust you and they like you and they have similarities, I think it does help to, attract more clients by showing up as you, the person, and showing them, hey, I'm a safe space. I am a faith based person. I do have
Mhm.
integrity and I am really an expert in this industry. So, I love, what you said as it relates to really letting people see the real you so they can know, like, and trust you. What's a lesson you learned the hard way that people can avoid by hearing it today?
As a financial expert, that's the number one lesson that I learned. When you're starting a business or starting anything, you really need to factor in the finances. Okay, I jumped out here with nothing. Okay, I what they call bootstrapping it the whole way. I didn't try to get any funding. I didn't try to get any business credit. I didn't try to get what they call the people that sponsor you, people that give seed into the business. I didn't do any of that. So I was just really bootstrapping it and taking money from my full-time position to fund the business. So what I would tell people is before you jump out there, even if it's a purpose from God, definitely pray about the money part of it. A lot of people say if God brought it to you that he'll see you through it, and he will. But you got to be realistic now. We're living here on earth where we still have bills to pay. Running a business is not free. Okay. We have, expenses that we have to get supplies. If you're doing a product type business, or even if you're doing a service business, you got subscriptions and things you have to pay monthly. So you have to consider that before you just jump out here, and just know that if it's something that's truly from God, he will send the finances, but you got to ask. Okay. You have to learn that maybe request a loan or get seed money. Tell people about your vision, tell people about the purpose, and ask them to invest in you, so that it all won't be just falling on you, and it won't be a hardship for you and your family.
For sure. Like, I definitely encourage people who are entrepreneurs to also consider having a corporate job while
Yes,
you're building your business, and looking at your job as your investor, so that you don't
exactly.
feel that tight squeeze that you have to hustle, 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 and discount your prices and cheapen the value of things because you need money to pay the rent. If you have a corporate job to anchor you and stabilize you with your bills, then you can build your business from a stable place and not a hustle place. And then you have more of a chance of having longevity and lasting, and just not feeling a tight squeeze, because entrepreneurship is not easy. There are a lot of ups and downs, ebbs and flows. You could have a great month in business and then tomorrow no clients at all.
Yes.
And so I always encourage people, like, hey, if you can have a corporate job to get good health insurance and have 401k set up for you and all those benefits, and then do your business on the side, I think that is a phenomenal way to approach it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm. So, share one way that women can elevate their personal brand in 2026 without spending a lot of money.
Yes. Definitely take advantage of social media. Okay. Facebook, IG, TikTok is flowing right now. It's a big thing. LinkedIn, all these things that's free. Take advantage of it. Get out there, post, do live videos. Okay. A lot of people are so scared of doing live videos, but listen, it's the wave of the future. Okay. If 2020 didn't teach us anything, that should have taught us. If we all get stuck at home, how are we going to talk to people? Okay. And if you run a business, you definitely got to get on here and just talk. Just talk to people. Even if it feel like you ain't talking to nobody, you're talking to yourself, or you talking to the Lord. Okay. Sometimes I sit there and talk about, Lord, I'm talking to you. Okay. And God gives me the courage just to keep on doing it. So that's absolutely free. So if you're trying to brand yourself, you're trying to get your message out there, honey, social media is the way to go. Do a live video, post every day, do the stories, do the reels, do all the things, get you some training on it. If a lot of people say, oh, I'm not tech savvy, that's not true, because there's too many people out here that can teach you. Get your grandchildren, okay? If you of a age of myself, I got two grandsons, okay? Listen, they know how to do it, okay? These
Mhm.
kids coming out the womb knowing how to turn on the iPad. So
Mhm.
listen, you ain't got no excuses, and that is definitely a way to go that's not going to cost you anything, because social media is free right now. The free version is a free version of almost everything. So take advantage of that, and definitely connect with groups like Glambitious. This is one of my favorite groups that I'm connected with, and Lily Mae can definitely give you tips and tricks on how to brand yourself in some amazing, fabulous ways. Get inside of other groups that's your niche. If, like, for me, I'm a finance person, so I'm in a lot of finance groups. So I get in these groups and I learn from other people, and we talk back and forth. We give each other support and things like that. So yeah, that those are some of the ways that I have done it. And in 2026, that's what I'm going to continue to do, to up level. And then as a speaker, Lily may know I'm trying to speak in preferably different places. I'm preferably speaking more and more and more. And even if you're just speaking to your local people, your local group, your local friend group, your family group, your church women's group, whatever, honey. If you get a chance to speak about what the Lord has gave you, speak. just say it, and that would definitely up level you, and that will help you get your name and your brand and your business out there.
Absolutely. And one other tip I would add is collaboration. I
Yeah.
think, collaborating, which is what we're doing here, is a great way to really bring your business more visibility and to really get your name out there. When people keep seeing you speaking, like Lisa said, on different platforms and things of that nature, they see you on social media, your brand is polished, your pictures look great, your lighting is great. When people see a brand polished, they really respect you as a business owner. When they see you collaborating with other platforms, it really adds credibility to you as a business owner. So I'm always encouraging people to have a list of platforms or women entrepreneurs that they can collaborate with and come up with ways to collaborate. Is really going to help you advance your business without spending, thousands and thousands of marketing dollars. So I definitely think you share some good tips there. And then lastly, what is next for you and how can viewers partner with you or work with you?
Well, for 2026, I am really promoting my financial focus program, and that's a financial course where I help people get back focused on their finances. And so I'm hoping to have a group of at least 10 women that I can work with, that we can partner together. Those that feel like they may be struggling in their finances a little bit, they're not really what they want to be, they might not know, information about investing or insurance, or just getting a financial future, a financial plan in place. That's what I'm hoping to do next year. And then again, I'm going to be speaking more. So if anyone needs a financial expert speaker, I am here for it. I'm your girl for it. And I do virtual and I do in person. So I'm just hoping to really get out there more next year. I think next year is really a year of elevation, a year of going higher, going wider. God says, and I can hear God saying right now, throw your nest out again. That story in the Bible where they had been fishing all day and didn't get a thing. And then Jesus came along and said, throw it out one more time. So don't give up. So even if things may not look the way you want them to look right now, next year is a brand new year. It's another chance. If God waking you up every morning, I always say, God, if you wake me up every morning, it's another chance for me to get it right, or for me to just keep pushing. So 2026 is looking to be very big. And so I'm definitely looking forward to working with anyone, like I said, that needs a financial partnership, just some financial guidance on their journey. I would love to be the one to help you with that.
And how can people get in contact with you?
Oh, okay. I am on social media at Lisa Stringer Bailey, and you can definitely connect with me at favorinyourfinances.com. Favorinyourfinances.com is the direct link to connect with me.
Fantastic. And I definitely think that if you want next year to be better, you really have to master your finances now. So connect with Lisa so that she can help you master your finances. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we don't have a budget in place. We're just spending on this and this ad and this event, and we're not even, budgeting appropriately or planning for our taxes in the following year, or even having that retirement plan set up, or even having that life insurance plan. As entrepreneurs, we're just into the hustle a lot, but we're not setting up the proper financial infrastructure to scale and grow our business. So then we find ourselves in a hamster wheel and wonder, why isn't the business growing? Is because you need to connect with someone like Lisa so that she can help you set up your finances and budget and have all the plans in place that are going to protect your business, protect your money, and grow your money, right? So that it's not like the money's just falling through a hole and you don't know at the end of the month, how you're going to make the payments on the rest of the business things you have going on in 2026. So this is a great time to connect with someone like Lisa, who's a financial expert, a woman of faith and integrity that you can trust is going to set you up for success. So thank you so much, Lisa, as always, for coming on here and sharing inspiration. Again, we appreciate you supporting the Glambitious brand for the last couple of years and just lending your voice to share your expertise and inspiration. So thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Next, we're going to bring up Miss Tanya Franklin for the 2026 Women to Watch panel series. Hey there, Tanya. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello. So introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about who you are.
My name is Tanya Franklin. I am the brand CEO of MJS Communications. Well, we offer marketing as well as PR and brand consulting services as well.
Fantastic. What would you say is like an internal belief that you had to let go of to get to the next level in business?
One of the things that I would have to say is undervaluing myself. I used to always like look at what everybody else was doing, and I would waste my time on people that really weren't ready to invest. So that was one of the things that I definitely had to let go.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel like you've positioned your brand so that you're not just another entrepreneur, but that people respect you as an expert?
Being visible, making sure that I'm getting in places where I know that my target audience will be available to be able to see me. So definitely getting out there, networking. You mentioned earlier, I was listening earlier, you talked about collaboration. That is huge, that is big. And we have, I feel like in 2026, the idea of gatekeeping, it's time to start collaborating and working together.
For sure. Collaboration is definitely key. What's a lesson you feel like you had to learn the hard way that you can share with the women so they don't have to experience it the hard way?
Waiting. uh, Sometimes you tend to put things on the back burner because you're waiting to make sure that you have it all together. And sometimes you just have to just step out. You have to step out on faith, and you have to trust not only yourself, but trust God in the things that you have, your plans, your vision, and just move forward. So just step out there, trust God and trust yourself.
Absolutely. What's a lesson that you feel like will help women well, not even a lesson, but a way that women can elevate their business in 2026 without spending a lot of money?
Networking. One of the great things about social media and just being online, period, having an online presence, is the opportunity that you can, as Lisa said earlier, cast your net out wide. You don't have to do everything locally. You can actually get out there and reach people in different states as well as different countries. So definitely networking is definitely big. Joining different groups, attending different events, those type, whether they're paid or even free, just making sure that you're putting your business out there, you're putting your face out there, you're making sure that you are engaging in conversations that are conducive to the things that your whoever your target audience is. So definitely making sure that you're getting out there, you're networking. That is really, really big.
I agree. And going to different events is a great way to network. So I encourage you ladies to really line up some exciting events for 2026 so that people can meet you in person or even virtually. So you can line up some virtual events so that people can get to know you that way and you can network that way. What is next for you in 2026 and how can viewers connect with you online?
Well, I am an author as well, so I'm currently working on several writing projects at the moment, and I'm working on also a consulting brand. So that's something that's in the work. It's been in the works maybe about 6 months now, so hopefully I'll be able to launch it by the summer of 2026. And people can reach me on Instagram at MJSCOMMPR, as well as MJS Communications on Facebook.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for hopping on to the 2026 Women to Watch series. Again, the purpose of the series is to introduce different women to my network so that they can find people to work with, connect with, and build with. So thank you, Tanya, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So this was episode 2 of the Women to Watch series. We did one a week ago. And for the next couple of Sundays, you will meet different dynamic women and they'll tell you about their businesses and you can connect with them, do business with them, build with them, invite them to speak on your platform, invite them to speak on your podcast because these women are really, committed to entrepreneurship and helping to level up others. We do have in-person speaking engagement opportunities for 2026. In July, we're returning to New Orleans for Essence Festival to host the Glambitious All White Brunch. Every year it sells out. Every year it's a great time. And if you want to join us their email, info@theglamceo.com for details. info@theglamceo.com for details. Or if you're interested in joining us in Martha's Vineyard, we're going in August for the Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival. I do have speaker and panelist opportunities there as well. You can visit theglamceo.com to join in and check out those opportunities. Also, subscribe, make sure you're subscribed so that you find out about opportunities to speak virtually if you're not in a place to travel with us. Again, the Glambitious platform was created to elevate women entrepreneurs of all facets. So yes, you can sit with us, whether you're a brand new entrepreneur, whether you've been in the game for 20 years, whether you've just made your first sale, or you've elevated to $1 million valuation with your business. I welcome you to this platform to connect with dynamic women from around the world. You can also follow me on Instagram at I am Lily Mae. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.